Let's get started. Yeah, you know, fuck it. Let's do this thing, man. I don't know what I'm waiting on. Waiting on myself here. Boop, boop. Yep. Oh, yeah. Hello, all. Welcome to the Dark Room. I am Paul Mosihanton, the dude in the Dark Room, and it is Wednesday, March 8th. Just a little past 9 p.m. here in California, and we're going to be doing some Wasteland Camera Shop renovation, decoration, storage, and such. It's Wednesday, my dude. Yes, it is. What's going on, my bro? We're going to be just doing some cool camera store renovation stuff, continuing with thank you. Continuing on with the renovation we started on our camera shop vendor camp. We did that. When did we do that? Two days ago or something? Maybe on Monday I was messing around doing a nice redesign of our little camera store that we run here. So we're going to do like a little bit more of that. Gather some cameras and then put them up for decoration, mess around a little bit. We'll do like a public event or two, depending on what pops up and whatnot. And we're just gonna have a little fun session doing that. So I hope that sounds good. If you want to watch any of the previous installments of our photographic based shows here, check out YouTube because you can see all of our previous streams, or at least most of the streams go up on there. And if you want to see what we have done in the past, check that out. Also, if you want to just see kind of like the best clips from each stream, we have nice little short clips up there. Same with TikTok, though. TikTok is the same clips, same short form content, depending on what you prefer. And then also for this game specifically, for Fallout specifically, we're working on it. It's very young. This website's very young, and it's got a lot of work to be done on it, so don't judge too hard. But we are in the works on a prawn sap. I always type that wrong. Again, my keyboard, I need to get it resituated here so I can type without turning around or turning sideways. Anyway, ProSnapCameraClub.com will be a place to find all of our exploits for Fallout, specifically the photography stuff that we do in Fallout. The Pro Snap Camera Club website will have a lot of that, or I plan to have a lot of what we do here kind of described and detailed on there. But pretty much it's mostly going to be links from YouTube and things like that, and still frames, our favorite shots that we've taken in just like a photo stream or something like that, which is all it is now, is basically just a string of photos, very old photos as well. Those are not even probably, they're definitely not from this year because we built that last year. So they're probably getting close to a year old now. I will work on that more soon. Either way, check it out. Keep an eye on that if you do enjoy the photography stuff in this game. One of the coolest things about this game is that the camera we use to shoot with in the game is based on the real-life Argus C3. In the game, we call it the Pro Snap Deluxe camera, but it's based on this real-life camera. I've shot with this way back in the day. I haven't really shot with this since like I was probably in high school when I shot with this thing last. But once I got intrigued by it because of this game, now I want to play around with it and do a lot of cool things, like customizing it to make it look more like the game, the camera we use in the game, rebrand it with the Pro Snap labeling, and rebox it. I have the whole packaging and shit. I would dream to repackage it with a Pro Snap Camera Deluxe packaging. We can design the packaging and print out some stuff and redesign the box. All that kind. I really think that's a really cool concept. We've been talking about it for a very long time, and I do have I've gotten the process started, but it's also a lot of handiwork that I'm not good with. I don't know how good it will come out. We're gonna see. It's gonna be a fun experiment, a fun little project. But either way, Pro Snap Camera Club will be detailing that, or it will be detailed there. But the same thing with YouTube. So wherever you find any of this stuff, it'll probably be linked to all of these. They'll all be kind of connected in a way. If you know the YouTube, you can find the Pro Snap. If you know the Pro Snap, you can find the YouTube, and then you can find the TikTok, all that should all be pretty well connected eventually. I know, again, it's very early in the stages of the build there. Other than that, hope everyone's having a good night. Hope you're ready to just have a little fun. I'm probably not going to be on here too long tonight. It'll be a little shorter of a stream. We're just going to, like I said, do that camera store renovation, remodeling, help that out a little bit. And yeah, I hope that sounds good. Hope you're ready to do some of that. Hang out and have some fun. I definitely recommend you pop in something that you enjoy playing and have some fun while we're streaming here. Also, if you can take photos in that game, explore that a little bit and then share with me what you do with the photography in the game that you like to play. I've been very interested. I know that Red Dead Redemption 2 has some photography elements in there, and I've seen a little bit of that. But if anybody out there wants to share the way they can display photos in that game, I'd be very interested to see. It's one of the games on my list to check out and explore the photographic potential of that game. So if you have any information, share that. Share that on the Discord, actually. Share your work, share your photos, share your comments, share your games that you think we should play here and take photos in on the Discord. I'd very much appreciate it. And yeah, other than that, sit back, relax. Let's have some fun. Let's relax a little bit. I am very warm, actually. Hang on. I'm gonna get my fan. Hang on. Wait. I'm not going to leave you spinning like that. Here, actually, let's put up. I'm only gonna be. I'm not gonna be gone for long. I'm gonna be gone for 2 seconds. Hang on. Hang on. Okay. Okie dokie. Stay a little cooler here. Stay cool. Right. I was just going to travel to... Let's go check out... First things first. Actually, no, first things first. Let's go see if we can grab any broken ProSnap cameras here at the train station, because that's one of the things I want to do is collect some cameras to display in our camera store. Oh, I hear maybe a super mutant over here firing. Yeah, super mutant. Legendary, alright. Never hurt nobody. Never hurt anybody. Oh my gosh. Okay. Got any cameras? I'm not even going to touch these guys, because if I shoot those dudes, I will inevitably hit... Yeah, they got it under control. You do not want to shoot and to get the White Springs robots on your ass. Although I don't think it works. It used to be like you aggroed one of those guys and the entire complex would basically become an enemy until you quit the game and came back in. At least that's how I kind of remember it working. But now it seems like if you antagonize the robots, it only lasts until your next death. But I haven't played around with that all that much, so that all could be kind of bullshit. Either way, I have not run into any nightmare situations with those robots for a while. Oh, hello. Do I have any cameras on me? I have one broken camera on me, dude. Let's not... Remind me to be careful when I'm scrapping crap, because I want to make sure we keep... See, I got one ProSnap camera ready to go. Nice, people already buying my stuff. Alright, well this rail station is kind of occupied. People buying my scopes. That's what I'm talking about, dude. Wasteland Camera Workshop. Wasteland Camera Camp. Which, by the way, I would love it if I could actually title the shop the Wasteland Camera Store or Wasteland Camera Shop or something, but it's too many letters. It's way too many letters, and I don't want to... Maybe we can always change it, but it's kind of obnoxious having to build all of those letters, especially if we, again, use them as the light source with the illuminated lettering. There we go, level up, man, into that. I didn't talk about this yet. Maybe I talked about it. The last patch did add a level cap to this game. And first of all, I want to be Lone Wanderer right now. I'm not going to be on a team. I don't want to. That's just that. I want to kind of be all by my lonesome here. Pax, what's up, Paxpor? They added a level cap, which is pretty cool, but also kind of not cool in a way. It's like a double-edged sword. It's, first of all, it's like level 20,000 something. It's like level 20,400 is some random number. It wasn't. It was like I was very curious why they chose the random level cap that they did. I'm sure there's some technical reason for it, but it's kind of cool because that gives us a goal. Like, we want to reach that level cap. We're only, I think we're like a quarter of the way there. I think we're about a quarter-ish, if I remember the level cap, when you got one level higher in the game and plays. Yeah, I know. I'm very curious what their decision was based on. Maybe that was maybe it could be that was the highest level player in the game at that point or whatever, that they decided that was going to be the cap, or close to the highest level player or something like that, like 100 levels over or something. And they're like, well, this guy's already that level, so we got it. We can't let it. What's going to happen if you set the level cap to that level that they've already attained? You never know. What's up, buddy? What was I doing? Well, I was killing time until this this train station vendor was available, just to see if we can get any. I think this is a bad spot to try to grab cameras, but you can grab cream, melon, blooms, and Nuka-Cola, sugar, and sugar bombs. Never hurt nobody.
At your service.
Also, it would be great if. Okay, broken cameras. I don't want to spend too much time here because somebody else is doing the thing. No cameras. Okay. You know, I think I know where a camera is. This is going to be part of what we do, or a lot of what we do today. Is going to be just kind of exploring, looking for broken cameras, and then going and depositing them. Continuing that decoration of our camera store, and I'll go stock up. We'll stock up the camera store a little bit. Oh, there used to be a dead Yao Guai right here. Probably disappeared when they updated it with whatever that patch was that the White Springs got an update, and now there's a lot less garbage all over the place. Because the people moved in and they cleaned it up. Makes sense. What's up, dude? Okay, I think there's a broken camera over here. Maybe? You know what, dude? That actually sounds kind of funny. We're just going to do kind of like a White Springs run. Looking for the broken cameras. Or any other items that we think could be sold in our vendor that would be photographically fitting. Some board games. Fiberglass. Clown hat. I thought there was a camera on one of these tables, but I don't think that was right. I bet there's some here, though. Let's do a little White Springs walkthrough. Also, I have no food buffs or nothing, so why don't we buff up? Well, not above. Take a twist. Oliver twist? Yeah, okay, that's good. Can I put my... I actually do want to get at least a well-tuned bonus. Let me just do this really quick. Yeah, let me get well-tuned, and then... Hang on. I'm going to... I just need to do one thing really quick. Okay, if I recorded and released an album of whistle songs, whistle covers of all of the Ocarina of Time Ocarina songs, do you think that could do well? People could use them as their ringtone. I think we could make $1 million. Guy made $1 million. Yeah, I could do it. I think I could do it. Start off small. The goal is to be the first ever professional photographer and whistler. Photographer / whistler. And not the other way around. So we'll start small. We'll put out one album of... You know, you always start with cover albums. Start with cover albums just to get your name out there and bank on the success of somebody else. Just for a minute. Then once you get them hooked, you drop some original music, and then pretty much profits after that, as I understand it to work. And I'd like to explore that. Okay, there's a secret that if you do this 1 million times, it opens. Just kidding. I've always wanted them to... Waiting for them to do something with this exterior area of the White Spring, and I have not seen that happen yet. Also, should I... Since we're going to be gathering a shitload of junk, let me do this. I'm not really worried about experience right now. Are getting like the most kills in the world. So let's give ourselves a shitload of strength. I guess that's really all I need. A lot of strength, keep far flung. A lot of strength so we can put on... Do I not have... What's the junk one? I guess I never use it. Junk collector? Actually, you know what? Fuck junk collector. What am I talking about? We will do... Strong back and sturdy frame. Nice. Okay, and then I can carry a lot more stuff. Since we will be gathering, I'd like to be able to gather a lot of this junk without over encumbering my character. And I know I have some ammo I could probably drop these fusion cores somewhere. People can grab them. Also, I think I had a plan. Okay, Botsmith, I know I have all these. I don't need another one. Perfect. Okay, but see, now I just want to grab. We take it all. We take all. Taking all of the loot. Although I actually don't want... Oh, wait, that's what we should do. Instead of far flung, if we're going into the loot mode, we'll have Master Infiltrator so we can unlock everything without... spending too much time. Some Calmex, I'll take it. Because there could be cameras. There could be cameras inside these suitcases, for all we know. Okay, anyway, no cameras. Give me your cameras. Give me all your cameras. There's a skit that I worked on. I worked on this skit when I was a kid. With I think it was my brother John, but it actually might have been one of my buddies that was filming it. But it was me as a camera store owner of some type, proprietor of some sort of camera store. And there was no camera store. I mean, this is just like me sitting in my living room on the couch, and I think I had a bunch of cameras around me, just like, you know, we got cameras always. You always surround yourself with cameras, and you can't go wrong. But I'm sitting there with my cameras, and then my buddy comes over, my buddy Matt. I won't dox him by saying his last name. My buddy Matt comes over. And we like talk for a second, and then he just pulls out, obviously, a fake weapon. And then proceeds to rob me. He pistol whips me a couple times. And then the quote that I was getting at is that he keeps saying, "Give me all your cameras. Give me all your cameras. Give me all your cameras." So that's kind of the vibe. I'm vibing on a skit that I filmed when I was in 5th grade. Pretty sure it was 4th or 5th grade. Because I can remember the shorts that I had on, and they were definitely 5th grade shorts. I judged my age in photographs and video based on what clothing I'm wearing, because there were eras. You know, there's a lot of eras of clothing for me. Anyway, easiest way to date. It's kind of, it's akin to when you cut a tree down, you can count the rings, and then you get the age of that tree. Kind of similar. Let's see what kind of pants Paul's wearing. Very easy to tell what year it was, if you're in the know. A lot of people can't, but I sure can. Oh, do I not have... I don't have any good... Hang on, my build's a little screwy. Not that it's a big deal, because we're not going to be doing... I'm going to do the public event at the top of the hour is the only plan, really. And then after that, I actually probably have to wrap up anyway. Here, you know what? Since, again, we're looting, let's put, like, some loot-heavy perks on. Check the pool, check the bags, collect the cameras. Cameras on the bus? The cameras on the bus go snap, snap, snap. It's a nursery rhyme I learned. None of that wheel bullshit. The fuck is a wheel anyway? A wheel. How do they work? No idea. I don't care. All I care about are the cameras. Yeah, I hear something. Boom. Here, you know what? Also, we gotta... I don't like... if you're looting, you can't be using an explosive weapon. You just can't. Because if we do have a camera anywhere nearby, it's just going to throw it wherever the hell it lands. I could totally see some cameras being in this area, though. And there's a couple spots that I know where cameras can spawn or do spawn, so I'll check. We'll check in the Whites. We'll do the White Springs run, like I said, because it's just fun. It's half fun, half productivity. Of course, I'm probably going to miss one. Call it out. You see a camera, you tell me. I know everyone's watching very intently. And these ghouls should be able to have cameras on them as well, I think. And I know I was bragging about how we're going to take all, but no, I'm not going to. I'm not fully looting everything but sunglasses. Those are good because we sell those in our store. I'd like to think of my camera shop as the first camera / sunglass hut in the Wasteland. Oh yeah, there was some sugar back there too. I think I might have missed. So come on, nobody's on their little golf trip taking pictures with some fashionable glasses. Whatever. We're collecting stuff to put in the store either way. Regardless. I love it that these guys still freeze up. These little ghouls have been freezing up since this game, or at least since the first time I got to this location. And I think it only happens after they've been taken down, and then basically it's like an old server. If this, oof. What did I hit? I don't remember that happening. Last time I came in here. I haven't done a White Springs run for a while though. You gonna freeze when you get up? Yep. It's fine, makes it kind of easy to kill you. Can't loot you though, it's frustrating. Ew. Loot him. Shoot and you loot. Ooh, wait. Picture frames, dude. Oh. Okay, we got to remember to save those. Those have to go in the store. Are you kidding me? How have I not thought about that? How have I not thought about that yet? Doofus. Okay, picture frame, picture frame. Oh, hell yeah, dude, we can display those too. I forget how many cameras I actually wanted. There's definitely a specific number, though, that I need to fill our display shelf with. And I think I'm only going to need... Let's see, 4 more? I think I need 4 more, maybe? But now that we got these picture frames, that's making me... Magnifying glass is kind of a good optical element. And I know, I hear that magazine, and I'm going to grab it. Don't worry. Tesla Zions. Giant super weapon. Rad. Okay. Oh, also, one of the next spots we'll go to... I did want to explore some of the city areas, the more downtown city type areas, because I have to make a determination if there are any actual camera stores. I have not paid attention to the actual storefront of any of the shops in pretty much any of the towns. The only thing I know about is the taxidermy store because it's part of a specific quest. But one of my questions for discussing the photography in the Fallout universe in general, because this is just a photography question, photography interesting point of the photography of this game. Where are the cameras sold in the Fallout universe? And the only place I could think that would make sense would have been Super Duper Mart. Like maybe Super Duper Mart is kind of like a Target type situation or a Walmart type situation where that would have an electronics section. Or there's the Watts consumer electronics stores. But I have not been taking note if they had any cameras for sale on the shelves in the stores. There are Watts consumer electronics stores that you can go into in several of the games. But I have not paid attention to the cameras that were laid out at the stores or not. I've never asked myself this question until I started racking my brain on what would be an interesting piece of knowledge about the photography in this game. Let's put those picture frames. I'm going to put those picture frames here in my stash before we accidentally scrap them, because that's very easy to do. Yep. There's a couple things. What do we want to put in there? Fiber optics would be kind of fitting, I guess. Glass and fiber optics. Magnifying glass we said we want to put in for sale. Shot glass. Sounds photographic. Picture frames. It's funny that they're all the same named item. But they have slight variance and like different weight. These all have different weights to them. And then the image on the inside, and it looks like the actual frame itself. There's slight differences there, which is cool. It's interesting that there's multiples, and now I'm kind of curious how many different small picture frames, how many variants in the small picture frames there are. Interesting. Okay, got all that. We didn't get any cameras right. No. Here, let's go. Actually, let's go to the camera store now, and we'll start putting some stuff in there. Somebody grab Dolly Sod's campground right next to my camp. Yeah, we'll go stock up a little bit. We'll put some stock in our inventory, and we will put these few decorations up, see what we think. Uh-oh, I hear something big. Sloth! Lots of EXP. Lots of EXP. Hello. Okay, so this shelf. Nice, we have a customer. I like it when low-level guys come here because I sell all my stuff like pretty cheap. So I'm hoping that people come and they just buy stuff because it's inexpensive novelty crap. It's a novelty shop, let's be honest. Although I will sell very nice weapons here if I get any that we want to sell. Okay, so this display shelf. Nice. This display shelf, we have the two broken ProSnap cameras on the bottom shelf. Or the ProSnap Deluxe cameras on the bottom shelf. Real bummer that they sink through the bottom, but that's fine. Just buy all my stuff, buddy. And then the second tier of this shelf, why don't we try putting up a couple picture frames. How many can you put? You put two up there. We don't want them to be the same, though. I'd like them to have different images on each picture frame, if possible. take one out. Let's try... Whoops. See, now is the picture... I swear when I was picking these up, they all did not have that same... They did not all have that... that exact same lighthouse picture on it, but I guess I wasn't really paying all that much attention. Whatever, as long as the same... Well, that one is just empty. Is that cool that it's empty? Dang Diaguai. Okay. So yeah, how am I supposed to differentiate? Which frame is which? And do the picture frames change when they go into your inventory? Whatever. I guess I'm fine with two of the same picture frames up there. It's like, those are what's for sale. You can buy one of my pictures there. See, now here's where we could have the ability to sell our pictures is if we could have these picture frames, but the images we take in the game are what we have in the picture frame, and then we could sell those. That would be really cool. And then how do the picture frames look in here? Trying to decide. Oh, god dang it. I always press the wrong... Gosh darned it. Press the wrong button. Because it's X when you're on the left side, but then it's square when you're on the other. Also... Where did the other one go? How many can you put in here? Did we take them? We took them from there. Okay. So it's all the displays are connected like that. That's fine. So let's do this. Because I like those picture frames. Whoops. Oh, God. What did I just do? What did I assign? I canceled one of the sales. Apparel. Bottle cap sunglasses. I do like to keep some bottle cap glasses. Sell the black rims. Why do I have 2 Vault 94 masks? That's kind of silly. Anyway, take all this stuff out of there. We're going to do 2 of the picture frames on our middle shelf here. 1, 2. That's fine. And then on the top of the display, we want our 2 broken Pro Snap cameras. Awesome. And then over here, I won't put them all in yet, but we'll have 2 picture frames on either side of 2 broken Pro Snap cameras, or we might do Just 4 broken pro snaps. And of course, all this is subject to change. I'm not really tied to any of this. I do wish those had different pictures on them. Those picture frames, but we'll find more. I see those all the time. Let's just have some in our vendor for sale, because this is very fitting. Yeah, let's pop some more items for sale in here, actually. We're going to put sunglasses. Of all types. Glasses of all types. Arctos, we got plenty of Arctos in there. You know what? Let's go. I bet this guy that just bought for me is just getting wrecked by, or at least looks like he's at least battling this Scorched Beast. Let's just take it out. The sound is alarming. Can't work like that, you know? Can't work with the sound of Scorched Beasts. Also, we could scour this area for collectible camera stuff. There's that dude. There's that dude. Hey, dude, there's a bobblehead right here. I don't know if he's going to see it, so I'm going to take it. Okay, cameras, stuff. Lockets. Ooh, a locket. Lockets kind of make sense because you put a picture in there. That's the point of a locket, isn't it? So let's sell some lockets too. Lamps are good. I like quite a few of these items. Quite a few of these items are photographable related, photography related. Should be just grabbing everything. Should be. Let's go throw those items in here. We didn't want this. We're not even supposed to be here today. We were just trying to help my boy out. Trying to help that dude. Anyway, back to the store. It's stocked those items. It's the photo zone. Oh, that's right. I changed the name. Still not sure what exactly I want to call this. I changed it to photo zone. We had a camera. What do we call it? The camera store or something like that. I'm still not sure how I want to call it. I want to call it like Wasteland Camera. But I think that we decide we can't spell camera with the Greek frat letters. I think that's what we decided. Wall decor. Right, camera we were spelling with a K. How European. And then Wasteland. We got a, do we have a dubs? Something that's, I guess you could use the psi. as the W. W. There's definitely A. Way S. Do we have S? This is not really an S, so we can't do Wasteland. I can do a Z. Wasteland. And the reason, again, we're using these... because we don't want to waste... we don't want to waste... Oh, wait, let's put one of these. Photography is prohibited in this area. That's right. It's kind of funny. One of my Discord dudes shared this. I didn't even know about this little photography is prohibited in this area. Poster sign. Yeah, let's just put this up. I'll just shove it right there for now. That's hilarious. We're stalking. How much do we have? 5 minutes until that top of the hour public event. So let's get stuff done. Brass miner's lamp. See, the only problem, like, I do really love this type of very, very, very specific vendor item game that we're playing here. So we're like role playing as a photographer. The problem and the reason that I do this and then I'll kind of lose my interest is because of how heavy some of this crap is. The cameras themselves are very heavy. All of these junk items really start to take a toll on your inventory space. And I get kind of frustrated having them all just sitting in here as novelty items in the camera store. And just with the hopes that somebody is going to enjoy the novelty of it. Oh, well, I think it's still pretty cool. We got the locket in there. Got to remember to keep putting lockets. Lockets make so much sense, and so do the picture frames. Unfortunately, we cannot sell the broken ProSnap Deluxe cameras. That would be kind of fun. And it's a real bummer we can't put our actual repaired camera, ProSnap Deluxe cameras for display. We can only put those broken ones, and then the fact that they sink in just doesn't look that good. Really want to collect those unusable broken ProSnap cameras for display. Anyway, let's spend the next couple minutes and we will just keep stocking stuff up. I was going to do treasure maps too. Treasure maps are kind of a fun item to include, if you ask me. Why do I connect maps and photographic stuff? Well, it's like you gotta find where you want to go take photos, and you need a map to get there, I guess. That's what I'm going to say about it. That's how I'll justify this decision. Okay, but now, right now, we want to pop in all of our scopes and photographic plans for sale. Light items, any light-based item. The scopes are very fitting, in my opinion. Night Vision. Neon light dinner clock. That makes a lot of sense. I think this is pretty rare, so I'm going to do a 222 on this one. Still not that expensive. I have the best prices in the Wasteland when it comes to camera items and photographically specific junk. Bloatfly loaf. Okay, was that it? Is that all our stuff? I guess that's all. Some of this shit I can just drop. How's our camera film? Ooh, we got camera film is all sold. Let's pop some more camera film in there. It's actually just reminding me I wanted to drop off all this unused ammo here. Pop in a bunch of camera film. You know what? Let's just I'll throw a few hundred rolls. Or a few hundred shots. You don't really sell it by the roll. Kind of more like a Polaroid thing where it's like you're basically paying for per shot. Single individual shots per unit of currency. I don't know. Yeah. I don't know who bought that, but I like that they did. Here, we'll just do a whole bunch of it for sale. And did we have any more junk that we wanted to put in there? I don't think so. I think that was good. No. I'll scrap that all in a second. Okay, we got film. We got some Heart of the Swamp. We'll go do that real fast. With the crew. With the server crew. Ugh, this part is such an eyesore. This is where we need to renovate a lot more. I'm not going to do it tonight probably because we're not going to have time for that. But this whole area, it's like, I got to figure out how I want that to be. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. We just need a small little area to do some workshop construction type stuff. I think for the most part, I'm going to try to use my shelter as the as my main construction area, crafting area. Anyway, let's go do Heart of the Swamp. What am I doing, dude? That's not... Nobody's... Oh, 5 people. Yeah. Whew. Better have people in there. Mutated event and all. It's a great mutado.
This here's Raleigh Clay on a priority message recording. A strangler heart's been picked up in the vicinity and it's vine-infested.
Oh, what's up, people? Hello.
Take down that heart before it controls too many creatures.
Everybody need a... Everyone need a place? Wait for the crew. Affleck Batman. You're questioning? Do you wanna go or? Y'all good? Not sure what they're all waiting for. That's what the guy was saying. He's like, I don't know what everyone's waiting for. Oh, I didn't even look what the mutation was. Wait, is it reflect damage? No, it's melee. Okay, we're okay. Chop them up. My health does not need to be this low. Get her. Everybody going at it with a chainsaw. Ah, so cool. Bring it on! Bring it on! Let's do it. Yeah, this will be a quick event. Getting it done in like less than 3 minutes. Okay, where's the queen? No. Okay, now I'll probably get one-shotted by the queen if I get smacked, so let's stay behind them. Dark Souls rules. Oh! Son of a bitch. Ah. I messed it up. I don't feel, my character, I don't feel like I'm really built out for doing any of this kind of stuff. I'm gonna use some excuses here. Yeah, good job, everybody. I'm glad people utilized my tent. That makes me feel good. I feel like I'm a useful person. I'm contributing to society. Also, before we scrap anything, because there are a lot of feral ghouls in this event, could be some good loot, some good photographic loot in our junk. Yeah, but it is not the case. But I'm pretty sure you can get broken cameras from ghouls. Okay, we did that event. Now, all I really want to do, let's go check. Let's go swing on over. Since we're here, we're in the Mire region. Let's go just walk through Harper's Ferry. Harper's Ferry, or would you Berkeley Springs first? We're closer to Berkeley Springs, I guess. Let's just go walk through Berkeley Springs, and then if we have enough time, I do want to wrap up pretty soon, but if we have enough time, I'll also go check Harper's Ferry. But I'd like to go through each one of the city centers, or at least the major towns and cities, and see if we can find like a photographic store front. Just interested to see if they put that in the game. That's it. Photo stores, and this is the kind of work that I could probably accomplish by asking Reddit and getting some people that already have found it. There could be some. It's like, oh, I see the camera store in Mananga. There's that little tiny mom and pop shop right there on the corner. It's kind of a lot of work to do this, but let's get started. I think this is the most northern major town in the Mire region, right? We can do this section by section. And for now, let's check Berkeley Springs. Ooh, binoculars too. We don't have any binoculars in our store yet, and I do usually come across those. Of course, keeping our eye out for the cameras as well. Is that a broken pro snap camera right there? See, this is this is broken pro snap, but this is the one that we can't display as easily or as well, and we can't do anything with it. Yes, dude, buy my ash heap. Those maps, dude. Forest treasure maps. Yes, buy my maps. Those maps I put in for very good prices. Pretty sure 50 to 100 caps is normal. Ha, this guy loves my stuff, dude. He's gonna buy everything. This is okay. This is... Dude, there's no endorphin boost like selling a bunch of shit in your store. Especially when it's just novelty crap like this. Although those rifle scopes and stuff, some of those are somewhat rare. It's more rare. Okay, here's a gun shop. Well, of course, if you're going to shoot people, it's not going to be with a camera. It's going to be with a gun. So let's put some more gun shops around. Very smart. Appliances. This is obviously the clothing store, right? This is Fallon. This is the Fallons. Is this considered a Fallons? No. I'm not seeing any names. That would have been quite the task. Whoever would have been assigned designing each of the stores in each one of the cities and then naming them. Got a locket. Okay, score. Camera. A score. Thank you very much. Like that explosion kind of went off, signifying our excitement. Dirty tan suit. I guess really any clothing items would kind of be fitting because you could have them technically be like costumes for the photo shoots and such. Anyway, okay, so these are just houses. We got the clothing store, we have the gas station, appliances, and these appliance stores might be, like I said, Watts Consumer Electronics might actually be, canonically speaking, the go-to shopping place for camera stuff. And that's going to be my argument. If we don't find anything more definitive, I would say, generally speaking, that feels the right answer to me. Either Watts Consumer Electronics or Super Duper Mart, which should have its own electronics section. So that seems to make sense to me. I love Master Infiltrator. So rad. This is the clinic, so there's not going to be... I don't think there's going to be much in the way of camera stuff here, but then again, you just never know. You know, the dentists need to take pictures. You know, x-rays are essentially a picture. Technical data, love it. Can you sell technical data? That's kind of a cool thing. Also, what is exploding? It's this dude just... Oh, it's our... I think that's our buddy that we... He's just giving them hell over at Bloody Frank's. Okay, clinic. That's nothing. Pharmacy. Prosperity Act. Ballot Measure 6. No. Okay, nothing on that block. I'm pretty sure this is all housing. Or, yeah, I'm pretty sure this is all housing or office. These are offices. Some sort of an office space. Milton Wadhams type area. Milton Wadhams. I also offer my services as a in-game portrait taker. You know, your portrait taken by a pro? Ooh, here we go. Photo frame, small picture frame. Got to keep my eye out for that. If my head is dedicated to looking for the broken cameras, I can definitely lose track of those other items that I'm trying to keep track of. Not easy. Anyway, okay, office space. Did we go over? Yeah, we went over to that side too. This is just all office. And then we got Raviano's Italian Eatery. That one's got a name. That's a... Added some detail to that storefront. The Italian place. These side businesses seem to not have any names. Nuka-Cola advertisement. Raviana's. I wonder if that name means anything to anybody. Here's our delicatessen. This is a storefront with no name. Bethesda, if you don't have a camera store, I will learn enough programming to add a sign to this building that says camera shop, Berkeley Springs Camera Store. I will learn that for a mere small percentage of the next 5 years of earnings on all online Bethesda titles. So basically I will do it pro bono with a little bit on the back end. Is that a problem? That's not a problem. That's not a problem. Oh shit, also, didn't I say I wasn't going to use explosives? Because flinging around our loot. Still had that on me for the last event we did. Okay, got some rum. That's very photographically useful. Actually, alcohol is very useful. Once you realize that most people don't have any value in what you do, it can really help to have a drink to kind of stave off the negativity. Photographers get paid shit. It's fun. Delicatessen. Okay, now that was nothing. This is nothing. I will add for you, Bethesda, any signage. If you just give me the rights. And here we go. I just want to license or trademark the ProSnap camera brand. Which you know what? If Bethesda hasn't trademarked, here's a broken ProSnap. Hell yeah. I knew that one was there too. I mean, I was not intentionally going to grab it, but I've definitely seen that before. What are all these legendaries? One legendary at least. Dude, it's low level, but that's going to be script. That is going to be some script. Scrippy McScripperson. Here, let me go pop these cameras that we've gotten already into our stash, because I now that I'm thinking of stashing it, let's just do it before I forget. Before we forget. Broken cameras, 2 of them. Badass. Silver locket. Picture frame. Any more lanterns or light type things? No. Sweet. Okay, now we can scrap. Without worrying about getting rid of our important loot. And then, obviously, we just went through the church, which, unfortunately, apparently Berkeley Springs needs God more than they need photographs. Bummer.
Who goes there?
Bummer. Oh, wait, here, dude. Here, wait. Here, let me... Dude, you want some... Let me give you some stuff, dude. Do you want to... Here, take some serums. I got a couple serums. I think he's just going to kind of walk away.
Johnny boy!
Thank you, Gary. Thank you. I think that guy's gone, though. Yeah, he's gone. Sometimes I throw up the little, like, gift symbol, and then the people walk away. It's silly. Okay, Gary, if you did not hear what we're doing yet, I'm just traversing each one of these city centers and trying to find, like, a camera shop. A Johnny boy to stay? Yeah, I guess so. Only my Johnny boys come and stay. But if you're just joining us, camera shop, yeah. Well, we started our camera store here. In fact, here's what we'll rename. This is going to be called Wasteland Camera, which is that name would be so cool, but again, we can't name it that in writing in a pleasing or a way that I would be it would be acceptable for me. So anyway, okay, so let's see, America Espresso. So that's a coffee shop. There's the salon. This is where Beckham is supposed to be sent from, that he's supposed to be gathering his honey. Also here, a bobblehead. Uh-oh. Up here, or is it down there? Let's just take out a large area of stuff. Okay. I think, is it in here? Whoa, 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 Jack. Oh. This is like what I get, because I'm high level sometimes. Not gonna PvP with you right now, buddy. Where's that magazine? There it is. Backwoodsman 7, dude. Chop my hand off. Very funny. Bobby pin. Watch this, I'm gonna disappear from this guy's area. Broken Pro Snap. I got a broken Pro Snap right here, dude. Check that out. Wow, broken Pro Snap. So cool. So cool they designed them. Okay, so that was... Pretty sure we covered majority of that area. Here, I'll jump back down. None of that guy's hopefully been taken off the scent. I've hidden my scent by fast traveling. But anyway, he has the salon on that side. Do we have anything in the back here? We got nothing back there. This looks like another unnamed storefront. Housing back here. Fairfax Street. Okay, yeah, I'm satisfied. And then, well, I guess the only other major building is this dude right here. But this is not, this is like, I think this is, again, office space. This big old building. That's office space, and then we got, what does that say? Special election. This is not marked with anything. More housing. Okay, so that's nothing. So nothing in that southeastern side of the city. So how about this little spot up here? The upper part. Dry cleaning. We got housing. This is housing. Berkeley Springs Castle. Obviously, it's a castle. Could be the photo castle. Ooh, dude. Let's later. We'll create a not the camera store we're working on now. Like we said, that's the Disneyland, the Disney inspired Pirates of the Caribbean / Haunted Mansion inspired design. But actually, next time we renovate or start another camera shop, one stop of cameras is 100% less light or more light, whatever you want to look at it. We can build a castle, and then we'll call it the Camera Castle. I'm into that, dude. They're having a sale on hot dogs or books. But this is a bookstore. This is not camera. Although they might sell photo books here. That's definitely possible. Unfortunately, I guess all of the books in the world got burned. Because most of the books you find are burned. You know what I mean? Yeah. Camera Castle. Okay, we got a Waffle House here, right here on Cacapon Road. Cacapon. Waffles, coffee, nothing there. And the back is just back. No extended shops out the back there. This is an unnamed shop. Honestly, there's like a little spot in here between the wall. It's fun, kind of a fun little. I wonder if there's like an Easter egg in there. Could be an Easter egg. But no, no camera shop there. No camera shop here. None of these dudes are camera shops. Okay, and then we just have the barn and the trailer over here. So no. So no. No camera store in Berkeley Springs. According to Paul. Not going to take over that workshop right now. Okay, so I kind of want to wrap up. Let's go back. That was good that we eliminated Berkeley Springs from the possibility of having a camera. That's just great. So we can check that off our list, and then maybe we'll just kind of work our way down in subsequent playthroughs when we want to do this. We need those photo books. Yeah, we do. I love photo books. Next time we can check Harper's Ferry. We can stroll through Harper's Ferry and see what we can find. Also, the mall. We got to go through the Galleria. It could be a photo store in the mall. A lot of cool stuff to check. Yeah. But let's go back to the camera store. We'll put these. There's our portrait we did of Meg at Crater. That's Meg, right? Talk to Meg. Meg is the leader. Meg or... Yeah. Yeah, right? Right? Yeah. Yeah. Right? Yeah. Our photo zone. It's the photo zone. Oh, it's the perfect time because we can see the glow from our Firefly lanterns illuminating the store. The photo zone. Our small little tiny photo camp. Okay, so this shelf is decorated. We got those two photo frames up. We got the two Broken Pro Snap Deluxes on the bottom. Then we got the Broken Pro Snaps on top. Love that shelf. And then we just need everything for this guy, which is going to be... Thank you, Gary. Thank you. Which will put these cameras. I won't do this yet because it does get confused. If we don't have everything we're gonna put in there, it's like getting confused where I've placed which item on which shelf. So I won't dick around, but we'll also add. We will be continuing to add all the items to this next display shelf. We got our photography in this area is prohibited sign up, always. Here's what we can do. We can pop a couple more of those clothing. All right, and then we got some eyeglasses. What else did we grab? I feel like I grabbed a couple things. I just don't want to put stuff in the display case yet, but we got some lockets to put in for sale. Magnifying glasses going for sale. We can put this small picture frame for sale. We'll find more of those if we want those for display. Magnifying glass, 2 caps. Silver locket, 2 caps. Picture frame, 1 cap. It's really only worth 1 cap. got film in there. Okay, I'm happy about that. Sweet. All right. Well, that is going to be it. Let's do this. I'm going to do like a... Here, I'll do... Oh, wait. Can I not do that? Wait, I'm going to sneeze again. Oh, excuse me. I was going to do that. This is a cool... That emote is awesome because you're waving the person over with your camera in the hand. Badass. And I was going to freeze frame, or I was going to do something like this while we wrapped up. Here, let's just do a little, wait, selfie. Close the door. Just one little selfie real quick. Next to our camera shop. Should have done this when it was still night, because now we're going to lose our lanterns. Whatever. I don't intend for this to be good. It's obligatory. That's what we do it for. Photo zone. Here, we'll just get the full, or almost the full structure in there. Ish. Okay. Boom. Great. I love it. And then we can have that as our wrap-up screen while I'm wrapping up. Hope that was all right for everybody. Hope that was fun and enjoyable and interesting. Hope that renovating and running this little camera shop that we do here is kind of interesting. I know it's a little bit different than we usually are doing instead of photo Fridays. I might not be able to get to a photo Friday session this coming Friday. We might not be able to do photography Friday in Fallout this weekend because, or on Friday, because I have an actual photo shoot to do, IRL, real life shit. So I might not be available. I'm going to try to do something on Friday. I leave tomorrow, and then I'm hoping to get on tomorrow and do another quick little Zelda stream before I have to head out, and then I shoot Friday. Might not be home to do a stream in the studio, but I'm hoping to do some kind of stream on Friday regardless. It just might be an off-camera stream, just like grinding or something, if I can muster it. We're going to figuring it out. Tomorrow, like I said, hopefully do something shorter, earlier in the evening, because I have to leave kind of earlier tomorrow night when we would usually be streaming. So if I don't see y'all tomorrow, or if you don't make it tomorrow, or if I'm not on tomorrow, have a great weekend, because like I said, Friday might not be here either. So enjoy your weekend, please. Thank you all for coming and hanging out and being a part of this. Throw some socials up here. Why the hell not? Socials. Thanks, Gary. Check out all our socials if you're interested. You like this kind of cool camera photo related content stuff that we do here. Try to get some kind of photographic related thing going on every time we're on. Check out our YouTube, because you can watch pretty much all the streams, especially when we're actually taking pictures. I know we didn't shoot very many photos tonight, but we usually take a lot of cool photos. And if you're interested to see the kind of photographic work we do, check out YouTube to watch the streams, but also to watch the short form content. It's all on there. Nice clip size content for you. Same with TikTok. And then also for this game specifically, if you like this photographic type concept that we're working on, keep an eye on the Pro Snap Camera Club website, which again, very, 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 very early stages of the build of that website. But check it out if you like what we're doing with the photography in this game and the plans that we have for it. Very much appreciate it. Also, stay in touch on Discord while we're not here. Throw me some suggestions for some cool games to play, maybe some cool movies to watch. I have a lot of fun movies that are very photographically oriented that we're going to talk about the photography in those movies eventually. But if you have any suggestions for movies that are very photographically oriented, let me know. Something like Johnny Skidmarks comes to mind with Peter Gallagher. He's a crime scene photographer. Saw that like a long ass time ago. I've been meaning to rewatch it and then talk about it. Talk about what kind of photographer he is. What does he do? What kind of cameras does he use? all that kind of shit. Photographing fairies. I have this freaking rad movie. I have not seen it for a very long time, but I remember being very good. It's called Photographing Fairies. Another movie that I wanted to review, talk about photography in that movie. It's a lot about debunking fake photographs, which is very interesting in like the 1930s or 40s or something like that. Very early period movie compared to us. Anyway, thanks you all for hanging out, being a part of this. Really appreciate it. Wouldn't be here without you. Take care. Take pictures. Don't lose your dinosaur. And I will see everybody tomorrow. Like I said, for some Zelda, a little bit of Zelda tomorrow, if I can muster it. Forgive me if I'm saying we're gonna be there and we don't, but that's the plan. Some Zelda. Tonight's stream, I'll rate it. You know, we didn't take many pictures, but we collected a lot of cameras. So I'll give it like 6, 7. I'll do 7. I'll say 7 Argus. I like 7 Argus rating. And that's going to be that. Throw a Thnack out there. Thnack you all. Really appreciate it, everybody. Enjoy your evening. Peace.